Hi, welcome to the fourth video lecture. And so far we have created a web page using DOM and we have used the on-click function and we have created some really good activities and we are going to proceed further, right? And so now we will be continuing with our code. So with our code, we are going to now demonstrate how to validate a particular function. Uh, Like for example, the form given here will be collecting the first name and the last name of the data, right? So we will be giving some conditions whether when we have to get the data and if the data is not what we expected, what is the error message we are going to give. So this is what we are going to say. So function validate, right? We are validating the function and let the first name, we will have the ideas f name, okay? Let the f name equals document dot forms square bracket. Okay, so within that we will be having the first form frm1, that's a keyword we have given there, remember. So form1 and another square bracket, so the keyword will be, sorry, double quotes, f name. Okay, and dot value, right? So let, again, now I will going to use the same command, but okay, I'll use copy the same line and paste it over here, and instead of f name first name, I'm going to change it as last name, and form1 will be the same, and here id f name will be converted to last name. Clear so far, right? So I'm going to validate this first name and last name here. Okay, so far clear, right? Okay, so document dot get element by id, and the factors will be f name error. Okay, so these are the keywords I have given initially, so I'm using the same keyword here. Dot, I'm going to replace it with text content only. Content, okay, equal to double quotes, right? Same content, copy it again. For last name, I'm going to put it like this. Get element, instead of f name error, I'm going to have it as L name error. That's all, very simple, nothing much complicated. Now what I'm going to do is, if I'm going to bring the condition over here, okay, the condition is like, so if the first name, which is f name, equal to empty, okay, if it is empty, what I should do? Document dot get element by id, and I should display the error part here. So f name, double quotes, f name error as text content. So whatever I want to reply, I can reply it over here, right? So first name cannot be empty. Okay, first name cannot be empty, right? So this will be our first line. Okay, so first name cannot be empty, and I can give this content in a separate color also, like document, so document dot get element by id fname error dot style dot color can be red itself, and you can return back if it is false. Okay, so with this, the if part gets completed, right? So now I'm going to go for the else part. So else if I'm having another condition here. So there are multiple conditions. So we can have n number of condition if it is empty, if it is numeric, if it is not, if the data is not prohibited. So these kinds of conditions can be implemented one after the other. So now I have given the first condition alone, whether whenever the first name is empty, what we are doing. Okay. Now I'm going for the second condition, right? So else if the same part I'm going to use it for last name. L name is equal to empty. So what we are supposed to do? Open curly braces, right? So I'm going to copy the same two contents here, right? Copy it, paste the content here, and instead of F name, I'm going to change it as L name, and instead of first name, I'm going to give it as last name, and the color be red. Okay. So now let's check it up. So submitting the data. Oh, I haven't done the return part yet. So return false. I haven't completed my else part also, right? Okay, so else if and first condition I have completed. Now I have to go for the else part. Else alert data submitted successfully, right? Let's give it a try. First name I'm submitting. Receive. Okay, so let F name be a space bar here. Yes, a small space. Let's check here. So when I'm submitting it, first name cannot be empty. So I'm entering my first name. Now I'm submitting it. Last name cannot be empty. Now I have written both. Submit. Got it? Yeah. Submit. First name cannot be empty. Entering the first name. Clicking submit, last name cannot be empty, right? So this is the expected output for us. Now the form validation is also completed. How the form validation has been done. I hope everybody understood now. Right, so this is the form validation process. And with this, we will wind up this part. And in next part, we will be displaying the text according to the buttons and the buttons we are having in the below. Right, so red, green, blue buttons are there, right? So with these things, we will be uploading these contents, and the change font colors of those content will be changed and modified. Okay, so this is form validation in part 4, right? So remaining things we'll see it in the upcoming parts. Thank you.